So Kiwiz is a Fortnite YouTuber who has been on the steady incline in growth over the past 5 years. And some people are upset about that. Why, you may ask? Well, a Twitter user called Goblin Struck summed it up pretty nicely in this tweet, where he says, Twitter just verified Kiwiz, a known and admitted pedophile. Kiwiz got nudes from a 12-year-old girl, and then blamed her for it. Kiwiz should not have access to millions of children. He then attaches this video.
He professed his love for her and said how beautiful she is.
I've known Jerica probably for about 1.5 years.
A year and a half ago, she would have been 12. She sent pictures to him. He sent pictures back to her.
Okay, so a month ago you sent her a picture.
Yes.
But the problem with that is you're 19 and she's 14 at the time.
But the thing, like, I was in a really, like, depressed state. Like, she wasn't 12. She was 13. She said she was 14. She lied.
You could be registered as a sex offender.
I understand, but like I said, it's just being stupid, being a teenager. And understand that these things happen. There was no harassment. It was all consent. Like, she sent pictures to me too, but it was a group effort.
He professed his love for her and said how beautiful she is. And also, I'd like to talk about all the other girls that you're sending pictures to.
And, you know, one thing led to another. She started complimenting me. I complimented her.
Kiwi, is this true?
I just turned 19.
Keemstar reposts this video on Twitter and captions it by saying, "When I first covered this story in 2016, no one cared. All of a sudden I see people bringing it back up again. I Am Pursuit responds to Keem by saying, this guy's sponsored by G Fuel, but you are not? Keemstar responds laughing my fucking ass off, yeah. G Fuel really thought I was finished when Ethan tried to pin me for murder. I have no idea why anyone bets against me. I'm always gonna win." I Am Pursuit responds, "Interesting how companies pick and choose what to sweep under the rug." Keemstar responds, "It was a bad bet to make. Ethan's channel is dying, losing subs every day, and mine is flying to the moon. We win this shit. We always win this shit." Staircase Eater responds, "Ethan is covering himself in lipstick and doing a podcast with that girl who cries on her bedroom floor for the sole purpose of content." Keemstar responds, "Yeah, honestly, I don't get it, especially with circuses being closed all around the world. It makes absolutely no sense to start a career off as a clown." Getting back to the Kiwi stuff, Fluxify responds to Keem by saying, "My question is, why did you let Kiwi play in Friday Fortnite when you knew this situation happened, and said nothing about it?" Keemstar responds, "When Kiwi reached out to me to play in Friday Fortnite, I didn't realize at the time it was the same person. He used to be called Red Kiwiz. Had 150k subs, and his new Fortnite Kiwi had different profile pic, and like million subs. Did not put 2 and 2 together till it was too late. And I am not the only one that was confused. If you look at the comments of the video I put out today, or the tweet responses, there are many other people there now just realizing it's the same person." Keemstar then posts some memes about the situation. This first one is a fake video from Kiwiz with the title, "They found out I'm a pedophile." This next one says, "Meet my girlfriend." This one shows the age of consent in the Philippines being 12 years old, and then Kiwiz on a plane to the Philippines. After the situation started to get a lot of newfound attention due to Keemstar's tweets, Kiwiz decided to respond in this Twitter thread. It starts out with him saying, "Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a tweet to address what's going on. The situation I was a part of nearly 5 years ago has been brought up again, which I had to publicly address and take responsibility for during that time. The videos about the situation are public and have been for years. I want you all to understand that this situation has been resolved, and amends were made on both parties and has been since the situation transpired. I will not try to justify, validate, or invalidate anything from the situation. However, I want to genuinely and deeply apologize once again for what transpired. I was sorry then and I'm still sorry now. I had to rebuild and had to learn from my mistakes and face many consequences. The situation has caused me to mature and learn so much over the years, and I believe I have become a much better person. Since then, I have done everything in my being to become better and move on. I have developed a life for myself, where I am very happy and grateful for the people around me. Without the support from my loving girlfriend, my parents, and my friends, I don't know if I would be willing to do this. I also want to address something else that has weighed over me. Over the years, there's been a group in the COD trick-shotting community that I grew up with that continues to harass me and my family. They doxed my number, my friends' numbers, and have sent death threats to my girlfriend and family. Not only that, but they have went on to fabricate false stories about girls being raped, that there were multiple girls involved, or claiming that there was physical contact. This is because it has become a meme among them, to try and see how far they can take it. 4 years ago, I had someone from this group come to my house and record himself harassing me in my own home. Every time they get a reaction out of someone, they think it's hilarious and stop at nothing to threaten me or my family. This is how the situation has risen again. This is not to discredit anyone who is genuinely concerned about the situation, but just to only address the specific group of trolls who I know only do this for impression/power, because they'll believe I'll stay silent on the matter. Lastly, I am probably going to take a few days off of the internet. This is because I have developed PTSD from the harassment and threats from this situation years ago. Being online right now probably isn't the best thing to do for my health. Thank you to all of you who have privately messaged me, reached out to me, or checked up on me. I will never forget that. I will still continue to be the better person I have become over the years, and will continue to do what I love. You do not have to like me or support me. If you feel like I have disappointed you from this situation, then I am still very sorry. I hope you can find comfort in knowing that this was nearly 5 years ago when it was first made public, and that there has been no issue since. I wake up every day and make sure I never make a mistake like this again. I will continue to work towards moving on and being a better person. Kiwiz. Due to the fact that Kiwiz failed to mention that the incident he's referring to is him sending his cock to a 12-year-old, a couple creators came out in support of him. Vanish Forbes says, "We've been playing together for the past 5 months or so, and you have been such a good friend and an inspiration to me. You taught me so many things about Twitch, YouTube, Fortnite, etc. Just know I have your back on anything you do." Merrick responds, "Who you were 5 years ago isn't who you are now. I never knew that, Kiwiz, and I never will. All I see is who you are now. You don't know the backstory on most people as you grow older. If you met Kiwiz and this story was never told, who'd he be now? The past is the past. Forgive." Leo responds, "So if I raped someone 5 years ago but everyone forgot about it, I'm innocent? Cool." Merrick responds, "That's not what I said. He got his consequences and shit got resolved. I didn't know Kiwi during that time, but I know he's different now. I'm not saying every predator is the same, and I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm saying he's not the same guy he was." Orange responds to Kiwi by saying, "You're my brother for life, man. You can get through this. Meeting you just over a year ago now and playing together now for like 4 months, you have done nothing but been a mentor and an incredible friend off and on camera. I am really happy you were able to turn your life around. Anyone reading this should know the type of person you are now is not the same kid you were 5 years ago in the COD community. For anyone that disagrees with my reply, Kiwi's situation was 5 years ago. That's not the same person he is now. The Kiwiz I met has helped me through some of the roughest times in my life, and has taught me everything I know about how to make it in life." Now, for any of you guys who are mad at Orange right now after reading that tweet, I know I personally was, be sure to watch until the end of the video because his stance changes later on, and the tweets I just read out have now been deleted by him. But before we get to that, we have a couple more responses to Kiwi's statement. iNabra responded with this Twitter video.
"Hey buddy, well, not buddy, because I'm not 13, so maybe I'm not in that line for you to be your buddy, but I just wanted to say, never come back to this platform, like, never. I think you are one of the luckiest people I've ever seen on this platform with this sort of situation. You admitted to this stuff, and your fans seem to still believe that you've grown and you've changed. And it was 4 years ago. The thing is, bud, if the criminal justice system was actually good, you would still be in jail in 10 years. You would still be on a list. You've got PTSD. Think what you did to a fucking 12-year-old. You sick, sick little cunt. Never come back to this platform. Never come back, ever. Seriously, never come back to this fucking platform, you vile, disgusting piece of shit.
The Ducky Gamer responds to Kiwi's tweet by saying, "The last year or two I've known you, you've been nothing but supportive and kind to me from the beginning, and that's who you are to me, a good friend. People make mistakes, and learn and grow from them. You'll get through this." Kavos responds, "People make mistakes. Nice way to brush off the fact he solicited minors. Fucking weirdo." Mike Money responds, "So you don't believe in second chances?" Kavos responds, "Not when it's a children's entertainer soliciting minors. No." Mike Money responds, "They still have to be cancelled. Someone shouldn't have their whole life ruined over one thing, in my opinion." Kavos responds, "Someone should absolutely lose their privilege as a children's entertainer if they abuse that to solicit nudes from minors at the very least." Mike Money responds, "Yeah, I understand that. He shouldn't be a child's entertainer anymore. But to have a platform and still have a career in gaming, I think he deserves that chance." Kavos responds, "Yeah, no." Kavos then quote tweets Kiwi's response and says, "The replies to this are insane. People saying, 'It was 5 years ago you received nudes from a 12-year-old, so it's okay.' What? Didn't realize there was an expiration date on soliciting minors. And he is in the Fortnite community. How do people feel safe letting him be in a community that is 99% minors?" Frosty quote tweets Kiwiz and says, "Can white dudes with brown hair and glasses stop being pedophiles? Y'all are destroying my brand." iNabber says, "This guy is saying a situation where he groomed a 12-year-old has given him PTSD. Yeah, now let's think about the PTSD and mental scarring you gave to a child, who now for the rest of their life has to deal with the fact an adult man groomed them and took advantage of them. Scum!" Lieutenant Cobra says, "How the fuck are people defending an actual pedophile in the replies?" KGEM says, "Wow, the amount of people supporting him and telling him it's okay underneath this tweet? Bro preyed on a literal child. And all he gotta do is say sorry. He literally should and could be registered as a sex offender. But nah, he said sorry, and said he's changed. Okay, buddy." Cube says, "This man got PTSD, pedo-traumatic stress disorder." Awful Fortnite says, "Sent dick pics to a 12-year-old, and wrote a Notes app apology. I can't with y'all." Keemstar says, "When you say you took responsibility at the time, that is false. You blamed the victim and tried to justify on my show and your own channel in a separate video. When you said you had to rebuild, that's false. You never got cancelled for what you did. You got away with it." Critical Thinker responds to Keem by saying, "Bruh, both parties were in the wrong. She lied about her age and he kept talking to her, and used the fact that she was a fan to start talking with her." Keemstar quote tweets him and said, "She was 12 and lied saying she was 14. Kiwi was 19. Both parties were in the wrong." Girthit responds to Keem by saying, "I thought Kiwiz was 17 at the time he sent the pic." Keemstar quote tweets him and says, "He sent them twice at age 17 and age 19. Jerica was 12 and 14. Furthermore, this dude literally got a nude from a 12-year-old girl and tried to say, 'I thought she was 14. Anyone defending this is just a scumbag.'" No response to Keemstar with this Twitter video.
Year and a half ago.
I truly believe she was 15. Like, she looks 15 to me.
But I mean, if she's sending you graphic pictures when she's 12, I mean, you should be able to figure out.
There's
that,
no way.
Yeah. That she's not.
She wasn't 12. She was 13. She said she was 14. She lied.
Keemstar quote tweets him and says, "She lied about her age. Are people this slow? Listen." Keemstar then makes a joke tweet titled, "Kiwiz is actually innocent. Proof."
Hello Internet, my name is Apples with a Z, and today I've made a PowerPoint presentation on why I'm not a PDF file. Let's begin. I just want to keep it short. So, why am I a PDF? No, wait. Am I a PDF file? First, it was 5 years ago, ages ago, 5 ages ago. It shouldn't matter right now. Number 2, Fortnite. Depressed state. I was in a depressed state. Examples. Here you can see my face, and here you can see that I was in a depressed state. As shown on these pictures, I was in a depressed state. So many of your common sense points have automatically been voided. I'm sorry, but those are the rules. I didn't make them up, I made them up, but I didn't make them up. She was 14, no, she was 12. No, she lied about her age. Yeah, there it is. She lied about her age. Okay, here you can see my calculations. 14 minus 2 equals 18. 18, it is a legal age. so it was legal. Next slide. My BFFs support me. Example 1. He supports me. Example 2. Orange. Playing together now for like 4 months, you have done nothing but being a mentor and an incredible friend on and on camera. I'm really happy you were able to turn your life around. Anyone reading this should know that the type of person you are now is not the same adult you were 5 years ago. So as you can see, everyone supports me. Next slide. My favorite Fortnite skin. Yellow. To-do list after... No, wait, that's not for this one. Okay, so... Yeah, it was just hi. I have no idea what I meant there. Guys, I regret to inform you, but I have to move to Ireland. It's private, personal, family, unrelated issues.
Arfa shows this video to Orange and says, laughing my ass off. Orange responds with a thumbs up emoji, to which Keemstar responds, love the part where he clowns on you for calling Kiwi a kid when he was a 19-year-old adult. Orange responds, I've never, justified his actions, Keem. Kiwiz is my close friend, so when he made a statement, I supported it. That's all there is to it. I really don't want to be brought into this. Keemstar quote tweets him and says, he makes a public statement supporting Kiwiz. I really don't want to be brought into this. Cameron S responds, if my close friend did something like this, I'd end it, I'd block him. I cut all ties with him, but at the same time, I'd be depressed. This type of situation happened with a Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter member. Keemstar quote tweets him and says, the reason Orange won't block or cut off Kiwiz is because Kiwiz can help his Fortnite career. It's literally picking money over kids' safety in the Fortnite community. Keemstar then makes this Twitter video titled, Dear Orange Low IQ Fans.
What's up? So basically there's this Fortnite player who's underage, he's a kid, his name is Oranges, and he came out with a public statement defending Kiwiz. So I'm asking him, why are you defending this guy? Why are you hanging out with this guy? And basically he's trying to say, well, I don't want any involvement in this. I'm just a kid. Well, then why did you make the statement? Now I got Oranges fans tweeting at me saying, Keemstar, why are you going after Oranges? Why are you asking him all these questions? Leave Oranges alone. He's just a kid. Well, let me ask you and everybody watching this video right now an important question. What is more dangerous? Keemstar, the adult, asking Oranges questions about his relationship with Kiwiz and why he's defending Kiwiz, or Oranges' relationship with Kiwiz, an adult who solicited nudes from a 12-year-old girl? Obviously, Oranges is a kid, so yeah, he shouldn't be hanging out with Kiwiz. End of story.
Spade responds to Keemstar's video by saying, his name is Orange, not Oranges. How can you start all of this with someone and still manage to get their name wrong? And if you genuinely wanted to ask him questions, why would you publicly tweet at him instead of DMing him personally and try to understand his point of view? You are a 40-year-old man, and you are investing your time into worrying about who a 16-year-old is talking to, and you are putting him on the spot. What do you gain from this? Keemstar quote tweets him and says, he publicly tweeted at me, I responded. You Fortnite kids can only get 12-year-old followers to agree with your stupid logic. As soon as anyone sees what you say outside of the Fortnite community, you all get bullied and cry. And this was the same reason Kiwiz was able to get 3.5 million subs. You're all stupid Fortnite kids. He then responds to the tweet where Spade says, what do you gain from this? And replies by saying, well, over the span of 12 years of, around 57 million, give or take. Spade responds, you are proving my point to laughing my fucking ass off. I'm glad you make money from messing with kids online. Showing how much you've been worrying about Orange, I'd think you're a pedo too. Keemstar responds, I don't really talk about my private conversations, but Orangey has DM'd me, before you say a word, and I'm helping him distance himself from Kiwiz. I just like to clown a new Fortnite kids publicly because you have egos, and it's fun to see you cry. Keemstar then tweets out, whoever's leaking Orange personal info or whatever, stop! The kid does not support Kiwiz anymore. And I would like to reiterate this message from me personally, don't ever attack anyone or go after their personal info to post publicly. No matter what they've done, it's just pathetic. and I don't support it at all. Anyways, after Kiwiz received a lot more backlash for his response, he issued a new one where he says, "Hey guys, so after the recent events and seeing what's transpired online, I've personally decided to separate from 1%. I don't want what's happened to take away from what my friends have built. I will also be stepping away and taking a break from the internet for my mental health, and for the sake of everyone else. Thank you for everyone's genuine concerns and nice messages I've received privately." Keemstar responds to him by saying, "Obviously this is a move to protect the esports org 1%. There will be no way to prove if Kiwiz is a secret owner in the org, or if he owns a LLC that owns a percentage of 1%. This means nothing really." Mitch responds to Keem by saying, "You're legit ruining the man's life, dude. You are targeting an innocent man for a girl that wants attention." Keemstar quote tweets him and says, "The reason why you think Kiwiz did nothing wrong is because you are a 14-year-old child according to your bio. Ask your parents their opinion on the situation, and show them your tweets defending Kiwiz. I guarantee you get grounded from the internet." Lemonade responds to Keem by saying, "I love how you are avoiding everything anyone is saying to you, and just bringing up the agent shit. This was in the past, and now look at what Kiwiz has had to do. Cancel culture is dumb, as well as you are." Keemstar quote tweets him and says, "Cancel culture is a term used when somebody says something edgy years ago, and they get cancelled for it later. We are talking about a 19-year-old who sent pictures of his erect penis to a 14-year-old girl and started grooming her when she was 12, who now has a kid's Fortnite channel." Keemstar then tweets out this Twitter video titled, "This is why Kiwiz never got cancelled in 2016.
This is the problem that I have with Kiwiz, all right? Kiwiz has child fans. He has 3.5 million subscribers on YouTube. They're all kids, and they don't understand that what Kiwiz did was wrong. If anyone needs a quick recap, Kiwiz was 19 years old. He sent pictures of his dick to a 14-year-old girl and started sending her pictures when she was 12. When she was 12, all right? Now, if you look at the responses of him saying he's quitting his esport org because of the hate or whatever, it's all love. You see all these kids just being like, "Bro, what? Oh, good luck, man. Good luck. I'm heartbroken over this." And I see some people calling them pedo defenders. They're not pedo defenders. They're literally kids. They don't understand the difference between right and wrong in this situation. They're kids. And this is the problem. This is why in 2016, when this story first happened, that Kiwiz got away with it. He had a kid fan base, but it was in the Call of Duty space. The internet and the community never should have allowed him in the Fortnite space because of this, all right? So I don't know what the community does about this. He's going to constantly have these kids being like, "He did nothing wrong. Leave Kiwiz alone." They don't know any better. I don't know what we do as a community about this. I don't understand. Like, there has to be some type of rule on YouTube where if somebody 100% is guilty of doing some type of pedo stuff, that they're not allowed to have a YouTube channel anymore because they're a danger on the platform. But I don't know, community. What are we going to do about this? Because he's going to get away with it again. He has child fans that don't even understand what he did is wrong. They don't get it.
Keemstar then posts a picture of a white van with free Fortnite bucks spray painted onto it and says, "People are posting that this is Kiwi's car, but it's not really a joke. He literally does give away free bucks to kids for promotion." And that's about it for the Kiwi situation so far. Pretty insane that he wasn't cancelled for this back in 2016, but I'm glad it's coming back up again because I don't want a predator like this having such a big platform with access to so many children. Anyways, if you want to keep up with any developments to this story as well as other dramas, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel. It helps me out a lot and I appreciate the support. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.